From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the worst is behind us. The main heat wave was our neighbors to the east, in the valley in particular, and even some of the higher elevations. But even us here in Trinity County and even parts of Del Norte and Humboldt counties in the inland areas got to see warmer temperatures. And those temperatures are dropping. And there's a reason for that. Of course, the heat is moving on out. We've got temperatures dropping, and it's going to stick around for a while. In fact, I don't see any major heat waves heading our way anytime soon. I want to talk about the smoke, of course, because that's the big concern here. And I think through the day today, we're going to start to see some of that haze migrate southward through the morning. And then in the afternoon, it kind of shifts itself a little bit off to the east, especially in Humboldt County. But Del Norte County, most likely looking at haze through the day, and not to mention out in Trinity County as well. That may try to dissipate here, but we'll probably still see some patchy haze and some denser haze down over western portions of Humboldt County here as we go into Wednesday morning, probably dissipating a bit going into Wednesday afternoon. All right, so here's that trend. I was talking about how the temperatures are going to kind of peak here for today and tomorrow. They dip down a little bit, but on average, low 90s. Through the rest of the week. And then we are going to see a slight uptick in our temperatures as we go into next week, and it should be warmer. But as I mentioned earlier, I don't anticipate any major heat waves anytime soon at this point. Here's what we expect here for today. Inland, I think we're going to be upper 80s to about 90 for that daytime high today. And of course, for the coast, looking at some clearing, much like what we saw yesterday. So I do expect to see some clearing later this afternoon. Taking a look at the Trinity County forecast. Again, the haze, otherwise sunny skies, temperatures low to mid 90s. I think it's going to be a little bit warmer today than it was yesterday for most of us. And when we look at Futurecast, yeah, it's clearing out this afternoon, I think, even for the coast. And then we go into the morning. Looks like some more of that morning fog. But Wednesday afternoon, we could be looking at more clearing again here for the coast. So we'll call it partly cloudy skies, give or take, right? Because again, we see mainly that overnight and early morning fog, and then it looks like it may begin to dissipate and burn off through the afternoon hours. Here are your wave heights, and we take you through the afternoon today. Yeah, they're actually going to be increasing here later this afternoon, and it looks like increasing even more as we go into Wednesday. So we may start to see some small correct advisories here, especially as you start heading out to sea here. But otherwise, the wave heights looks like they're showing getting a little bit higher over the next few days. But for today, north winds at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the northwest at 5 feet at 8 seconds. And there you can see no advisories, at least at this point in the forecast. So here's what it looks like today. Pretty warm out in Trinity County. That's one of the warmer spots today, with the low to maybe even some mid 90s for some of the warmer spots. But Ruth about 87. I think will be mainly in the low 90s for the inland areas. Hoopa about 90, 92 degrees for Willow Creek. Crescent City 63 and 65 for a high today in Eureka. All right, so there's a look at your 7-day outlook. Temperatures for Hoopa, in particular the inland areas, upper 80s, low 90s for the next 7 days. Just kind of going up and down a little bit here. I think for Trinity County, Weaverville in particular, you're looking at temperatures mainly in the low 90s. Some of the warmer days will be mid 90s, getting a little bit warmer, as you can see, by next Monday, with a high of about 97 degrees. And for the coast and for Eureka, we're looking at temperatures mid 60s for today, low 60s for Wednesday, Thursday, and then low 60s, around 61 as a matter of fact, for the weekend into early next week.